Radio Raheem down here for Canelo. As big as this fight is, as much anticipation as there has been, pundits and fans still will call for David Benavidez once this fight is done. Is that a fight that you can see happening before the end of your career?
Look, I never say no to anything. We'll see later. But I'm focused 100% on this fight.
You brought Boots Ennis into camp. A lot has been made of that. Can you tell us what he contributed to training for Terence Crawford and what stylistically you were able to work on?
Always have great partners in the gym is good because you always want a good sparring partners there, good partners in the gyms and the gym. And we have history. His older brother Derek Ennis helped me when I fought Shane Mosley. So we have history there in the family, and I'm glad he came to the camp and give me some good work.
Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Maru Kagopian with Ring Magazine. My first question is for Saul. Saul, a lot of people are saying you're past your prime, you can't knock out anyone, but Eddie Reynoso is saying this is the best you've looked in 20 years. What kind of a performance are you promising on Saturday night?
No, my best performance. I'm gonna put everything I have there in this fight, and you're gonna see all my elements there in the fight.
Eddie said it's going to be a knockout, so we have to ask, what round?
Oh, you know, it's very difficult to say that. I prepare myself for everything, and you know, you have one of the best fighters facing one of the best fighters too. But I'm gonna put all my elements. If the knockout come, good. If not, I'm gonna show why I'm the best.
And my question for Terence. Terence, we've seen Canelo get close scorecards. He got a draw against Mayweather. He got razor-thin decisions against Gennady Golovkin. How confident are you that you could get a decision if you clearly beat him?
Listen, that's not my focus. My focus is go out there and do what I do best, and that's win the fight decisively, and that's what I'm looking forward to do come Saturday.
We're on a global stage here on Netflix. A lot of people might not know your backstory, how you survived the shooting. How has that shaped your entire career and life after that?
Listen, like I said before, I'm here for a reason, and God don't make no mistakes.
And one last one for you, Dana. You're now officially promoting boxing shows. We have UFC lightweight champion Ilya Topuria saying he's going to knock out Terence Crawford. Can we expect some crossover boxing matches like you did with Mayweather and McGregor moving forward?
I certainly hope not.
Good evening, everybody. A couple questions for Dana. Dana, this fight, as you said earlier in the week, is set to be the third highest gate in combat sports history, the second biggest gate you've promoted alongside Mayweather and McGregor. The top 5 gates in combat sports history come in boxing, and they come in the last 10 years. So my question to you is, why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously a long discussion. If you want to talk to me about that, set up an interview. This isn't about me and my business. It's about these 2 guys on Saturday night.
My follow-up, Dana. Earlier this week, the California State Athletic Commission had a hearing about TKO trying to bring those changes to the Ali Act, and it was postponed 3 months.
Listen, I get it. You want to showboat right now. Set up an interview with me if this is really what you want to talk about.
It's America, baby.
If you have
First
questions
Amendment.
for these 2, ask them and you can set up an interview with me.
Dana, my follow-up is, if TKO can't make those changes to the Ali Act, will you still invest in the sport of boxing? Will you compete in the market?
Listen, if you want to be an asshole, let's do it in private and we can do an interview.
Yes or no?
If you want to showboat, I get it. If you have questions for these two that are fighting on Saturday, that's a different story.
Fight.
This isn't a discussion to have at a press conference for these two that are going to fight on Saturday, two legends. If you want to set up an interview with me and ask me these questions, let's do it one-on-one.
Sounds
and
good.
You can ask me anything you want.
All right. Well, Terence and Saul have a good fight.
Yeah, you have a question for these two?
No.
No? Beat it. Go ahead. Who's next?
We have a ring in the gym, buddy.
What does greatness mean to you now?
Greatness means everything to me now because I got something to do once again that no other fighter has ever done before. And that's become 3-time undisputed champion in the male division. My girl Clarissa, she did it in the female division, but I was the first one to do it in the male division for 2 times, and I'm gonna be the first one to do it 3 times.
And Saul,
Oh, greatness means this. No, being in big fights, winning, and make all the accomplish I already did. So I'm very glad with my career, and I'm gonna continue to do it.
When Crawford was first rumored to be an opponent for yourself, you seemed to dismiss him, saying he'd be too small and you wouldn't get credit for taking him on. What changed, and why did you take this fight after previously thinking you wouldn't get the credit for the win?
You know, at the beginning when everybody start talking about the fight, I never have it in mind, no. But after a lot of talk and when they really come and offer me the fight, and you can see how big is this fight, no, because everybody's involved, and Netflix, Riyadh season, everybody involved around the fight. You can see how big it is, and 2 of the best fighters in this era fighting each other. You can see how big it is, and we need to thank Riyadh season and Turkey Al-Ashi and the Crown Prince Mohammed, because they can put this fight in Saudi Arabia, and they choose put this fight here for the Mexican people, for the American people. So we need to. I'm very grateful with that because you guys can enjoy this fight, once in a lifetime fight.
Thank you. Question for Bud.
Nope.
I go back to 2023. What you did to Errol Spence was one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen. I remember when you were telling me before that fight, you were confident you could beat Errol in anything, basketball, whatever he name it. Are you as confident you could beat Saul in boxing, strength, fitness on Saturday night?
Absolutely. The only thing he probably can beat me in is horseback riding, because I don't ride horses. But anything else, he don't come close.
Just a quick one for Dana. A narrative going into this fight. Obviously, this is a super fight, but this is also a coming out party for yourself and TKO. But you've been on this big stage before 8 years ago, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather. Are there any similarities or differences in this promotion compared to that big one?
Yeah, it's very different. Obviously, it was MMA versus boxing. We went on an incredible world tour. This fight, I mean, when you have a guy who's jumping up 2 weight classes and already is considered the best, in the world in his division, taking on somebody like Canelo. When Sheikh Turkey asked me to be a part of this thing, there's absolutely no way you wouldn't do it. And I've enjoyed working with both camps and both of these guys. And as we get closer, the energy, and as you start really, everybody starts breaking down the fight and talking about all the attributes, it's going to be an incredible fight on Saturday night, and I'm honored to be here.
The last time we seen you in a hostile environment like this was the Errol Spence weigh-in, and you made sure to tell everybody that you get active. So for the Canelo fans that might not know what that means, explain what getting active means.
It's crazy because where I'm from, they say BTA, belt the ass. But I tell them I'm the buckle. It hurt more.
This is one of the last great fights that you both have.
Well, we don't know. We don't know if it's gonna be the last
Spanish.
big fight. No sabemos si va a ser la última.
I don't know what's ahead. I can't speak. I mean, speaking myself personally, I don't know if this isn't the biggest fight. If not great things lie ahead. I'll tell you what. I'm focused on this fight. All I care about is this fight right now, and I'm just enjoying this historic fight and this opportunity. I'm enjoying this one because we don't know about the future and what lies ahead. Terence?
Well, really, I'm not focused on that right now. You know, I'm focused on the task at hand. I'm dialed in. You know, my only mission is Canelo. That's it.
You can be on Saturday the historic person that will award Saul Canelo Alvarez for the first time a Mexican sports figure with a guaranteed purse of at least $100 million. How do you feel about that?
No, you get the number wrong. The contract between us and Canelo more than that.
I see you, Shakur. Look, what does it feel like? A lot of boxing fans here. So I'm a boxing fan. I know what this feels like. It feels like your birthday or it's a holiday or something. You're about to open a present when you get a fight like this. Am I right? It feels so... Let me tell you why boxing might be entering a golden age right now, and this super fight, which is the biggest fight in a decade, might set it off. Because you all love boxing, right? I mean, especially Mexican and Mexican-American fans, you've been keeping boxing alive. And for the first time in so long, the people bringing you this present love boxing. Let me start with His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh. Let me start with him because if he's never born, none of us are here right now. This was his idea. And then Dana White. Dana White is the greatest combat sports promoter in my lifetime. He built an institution. You know why boxing's not as popular as it used to be anymore, right? UFC is really popular. That's because of Dana White. He built something like the NBA. Stop now, because he's about to do it for boxing again. For boxing now. You want an NBA or an NFL in boxing? Here it comes. Because he knows how to build an institution. And how do you do that?
Hey, Max. Boxing is always bigger and big. Don't say boxing is not big enough. Boxing is big. You know how big is boxing.
Should it get bigger, yes or no? Should it get bigger, Canelo?
Maybe it's gonna be bigger, but look, boxing is always big and big and bigger and bigger and bigger. We need to talk about that too. Boxing is boxing.
I love Canelo in English, by the way. I love it.
Boxing is boxing.
No lies. No lies.
So how do you do it?
There.
So how do you do it? You have someone like...
My respect for todo el sport. Great job, everything, but boxing is boxing.
You have someone like Turki Al-Sheikh. You have someone like Dana White. And then you go out and get the most competent executive there is. That's Nick Khan. WWE's own Nick Khan. Guys, this is who's bringing you the event. This event will be the most watched boxing match. I mean, championship level boxing match. I see you, Lennox. Championship level boxing match in almost 50 years because of Netflix. More people will watch this than any fight since Muhammad Ali fought Leon Spinks in 1978. And what we have here are two of the all-time greats. Canelo Alvarez is not just one of the greatest fighters in the history of Mexico. He's one of the greatest fighters, period. And when you're being compared to Mexican legends like Julio Cesar Chavez and Salvador Sanchez, you know you've done something right. And Terence Crawford, let's be honest,
has never come close to losing a fight in his entire career. He's never come close. When people my age tell you about Hagler and Leonard and Duran and Tommy Hearns and those kind of fighters, and by the way, Sanchez and Gomez and the great fights from years ago, this is one of those, and you're all a part of it. Canelo, you have anything else to say?
You're right there.
Bud? Whoa!
See y'all tomorrow.
Before we go, I can't hear the chant. What are they chanting?
¿Cómo? Cállate. Y'all ain't loud enough. Speak up. Speak up.